Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Alaninu Energy. If you're like me and need something to get you through the day, I use Alaninu Energy, and I go to for Cosmic Stardust. They have a bunch of other great flavors. One of my favorite flavors is hard to find is Tropical. Cosmic Stardust pretty much tastes very similar, so if you're looking for anything to get you through the day, with work, videos, anything like that, clean, easy energy, get Alaninu Energy. You can find the brand on Amazon. I think it's a straight Amazon brand. Their cans have a good feel to them. They're not too big. They don't give you crazy jitters. And as far as I'm aware, from what I can tell, no crazy crash. I just had one earlier. As you can tell, I'm speaking kind of fast, but hey, my hand's not shaking, no jitters. So Alaninu Energy, the can has a nice touch to it, and it's just really easy and slim, and just looks clean, and tastes great. So this video, even though this isn't the Quest for 100, this is what's starting the Quest for 100. This is my first 15. I've got everything figured out. My first 15 for my PSA send-ins. Why only 15? Because if you do a PSA membership like I did, because I plan on doing 100 plus cards, or at least 100 cards sent into the PSA, you want that discount for your bulk service. So these are the 15. I know I did an episode earlier that was kind of like a prelude to this, but this is the final 15. I have other cards that I can send that are worth even more, technically, but this is the first 15. I didn't want to go through every last one. That's what the Quest for 100 is. You'll notice some cards were pulled, so this is the final list. This is so everyone can guess the grade and so everyone can understand how this works. So with PSA, you have to send in your cards in the order you list them in via submission paper, and you're going to have to put that in with the packaging. So I made my own format for now that's very similar to their submission paperwork. So Pokemon type, name, the number, makes it really easy when you're putting it into the system. Holo, non-holo, just to remind you. This is just to help us track what we're expecting, so that way we send it in, and then later we can see what we thought we were going to get and what we actually got. So it helps us learn what is actually considered whatever certain level of PSA and the declared value. So I just pulled these off eBay real quick. I just made this before this video, and when you send them in, you send them in the order that you have on the list. So so you guys can help guess. You've seen some of these you haven't, because these got added to while some got removed. So this is my Zacian V. Sorry guys, I can't show you the back because he's sleeved up pretty solid. What kind of sucks, I'm just really lazy, even though I have all those free BCW sleeves. I'm going to go ahead and send it in this sleeve. So when you send things into PSA, you don't get these things back. You get the card back in a PSA case, but you don't get your penny sleeves, or your slightly more expensive sleeves with your top loader. So you lose a little bit of money there, but the whole point is, like, as this card is raw, I think it's like $100, 150, quick sell 75. But the PSA 10s for this, some people are asking 350, some people are asking 250. I just did a max value, declared a 350 off eBay. It's something I can deal with later. This card is a clean, awesome looking card, in my opinion, and as you can tell, just a quick look, that this should receive a PSA 10. There is no scratches, no dings, no whiting on the front. I checked the back. I know you can't see it. I'm sorry. You're going to do your guess off the front, but take my word for it. This should come back a PSA 10. That would be really surprising and disappointing if it doesn't. Everything on this looks excellent. So, and remember, I got to keep it in the order that I'm sending in, so that's why I'm placing them face down. So this other one was added too. It's my Espeon Shiny Vault GX. I also, this should be a PSA 10. Once again, you're going to base it off the front. I've seen the back. The back is clean. The front is clean. There's no scratches, no lifts, no whiting, no nothing. This is just a clean card. Sorry, once again, just the back is covered up. And I know also the case doesn't make it fair for you to make your guesses, but take my word for it. But go ahead and guess. If you think I'm wrong, guess that grade. Now this one you did see earlier. I think when I was talking about it originally, I was saying maybe a PSA 9, but really looking at it, probably get a PSA 8 for this. A lot of the scratches you're seeing are off of the case. Some of that dirt is just within the case. I actually might take care of that right before I send it, though, because I don't want that. There's a little itty-bitty sort of, there's some its and bits on some of the corners. Other than that, the card itself is in really good condition. Should come back a PSA 8. It becomes a 7. Not a huge deal. PSA 8 roughly goes for 200. PSA 7 is going to be like 100. So it's a $100 loss if I lose that one level of PSA grade, which is pretty much how it goes. But should come back PSA 8. Let me know what you think. Misty Seadra, my non-first edition one. This one was in better condition than the first edition one, sadly. So this should come back PSA 9 because there's like no whiting, no issues. That's not ink, that's just something within the sleeve. I'll have to take a look at that real quick after this. All the corners are good. Centering's great. Don't mind this. As you can see, the corners are all good. PSA 9 should be easy PSA 9. Sadly, my first edition Misty Seadra is not going to be PSA 9. This is probably going to be PSA 8 because there is a little bit of whiting on the back, although the front looks pretty solid. So there's this itty bitty whiting right here, and there's a little itty bit of whiting right there. So PSA 8, but should still be worth $100 PSA 8. PSA 9, there's fairly big difference. It's like 200, 300, and PSA 10 is apparently 550. This promo Mewtwo, PSA 9, the only thing that was an issue is there's a little itty bitty dent, which is actually on the card. It's right there. Everything else is fine. No nicks, no scratches, no nothing. So it should be PSA 9. Only worth about $45 PSA 9, but you know, this is also a learning experience, is to see what things come back as so we can learn what is PSA 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not trying to get any 7s, but it'll help us, you know, once we get some 7s, it'll help us teach us what they consider 7s so we know not to send those. This is actually the lowest value of all the cards, so this is also PSA 9 in my opinion. No issues across the board. Non-hollows tend to be in better condition, fairly easier to grade. There's like a little bit of whiting across, not the whole top, but just right there, tiny bit. So it's not on the corners, which according to their standard doesn't drop it to an 8, should be a 9. If you see my other episodes, we go through what the PSA standards are via their magazine. But let me know what you think, guess that grade. PSA 9, this goes for only about $30, but you know, it's going to be our lowest value one. I've got other cards that will do for the Quest for 100. This Quick 15, they're already paid for. It's just to learn what is PSA 7, 8, 9, 10. I got this Houndoom Neo Revelations. I put down PSA 10. I think earlier I had said probably PSA 9. I really needed to pull a 10 because the difference between a 9 and a 10 is pretty drastic. Because a 10, it's $100, so it's Japanese. A 9, it can come back $50, which is still, I guess, decent. Once again, I know you're going off what you can see in the case, but really should be a 10. Most Japanese cards tend to be in better condition. There's like, I don't think any scratches on the hollow itself, so this should really come back a 10. That'll be fantastic. Base set 2 Charizard. So originally I had 2 other base set hollow Charizards, but they were a little bit too beat up to send in my opinion. So base set 2, he should reach PSA 8. He's pretty clean all across, really. On the front, it's always good that it's good on the front. There's a little bit of whiting on the back, each corner. I'm thinking 8, which 8's fine. Brings him to about $325. It would have been nice if it was a base set. My base set normals, my original base sets would have been 8s, so they'd be like 500. Birthday's Pikachu. I've got down this thing should come back possibly an 8. It's more than likely a 7. An 8 would be fantastic. I saw him going between 100 and 300, so I put 200 down. So there, you know, I say 8. There's a little bit of whiting on that corner. That's really about it. I'm trying to grade harshly on myself, so that way, you know, I have no negative surprises, only positive surprises. That's the best way to do this. Base set Clefairy Hollow. I'm thinking PSA 9. Let me know what you think. Everything looks pretty clean on this card. PSA 9 puts it at about $100 value. Clefairies aren't flying off the shelves, but PSA cards are. So that's why we do this. We want to try and get these PSA cards and get them in the right right number set. So this is a base set 2 Magneton. I'm saying PSA 8. I actually have a PSA 8 Magneton. Once again, that's just some dirt inside. I really need to get that out, I guess. But they'll probably take care of it. They know what is considered damage to the card and what isn't damage to the card. So they're PSA. They know what they're doing. You can't really see it in the camera. The reason why I said PSA 8, there's a little bit of whiting across the top. There's a little bit of whiting on this corner. You can see how the corner kind of cuts a little bit. So this should come back PSA 8. That's putting it at like $40 value, $20 quick sale. I'm trying to get the 40 though. I'm willing to wait. Promo Dragonite. I'm guessing PSA 9. There's really nothing wrong with this card. I think this one suffered for some reason the same exact dent as that Mewtwo. Yeah, right there. There's an itty bitty dent. I don't know how harshly they're going to grade on that. I guess PSA 8, maybe. It's hard to tell if that's actually whiting. Not that. That's just part of the case. But looks like it's cut a little bit poorly. Maybe it will be a PSA 8, which would suck. But we're going to, it's a learning lesson, so we're going to see. First edition Fossil Raichu. Clean card, thinking PSA 8. It could come back PSA 9, which would be fantastic. PSA 8, this runs about $95. It's cleaner than my other Raichu. It does have some whiting across the top, nothing crazy. A little bit on the corner, yeah, no, this will probably be a PSA 8. Maybe lower. It's got on multiple corners, but it's really, really, really minor. And I threw this in to replace the Gengar. This is New Discovery Espeon, once again in Japanese, but the good news is the Japanese cards tend to be in better condition. So I'm thinking PSA 10. The corners are clean. The hollow is clean. All front corners are clean. All back corners are clean. That's part of the case. Probably I'll deal with that later. But yeah, PSA 10, let me know what you think. And then if you aren't tracking, we're still doing our giveaway once we hit 50 subs. Our giveaway is quite a few cards right now. Oh, I'm looking closer at the Espeon. It's hard to tell if that will count against us because it's not. Oh yeah. Probably a PSA 9, which still isn't bad because PSA 9 Espeon still goes for $100. So, you know, PSA 10 goes for $200, PSA 9 goes for $100. As I said, those one simple grades can really drop your value. But hey, once we hit 50 subs, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away this Beedrill, this Fire Energy, this Dugtrio, this Aerodactyl, this Kakuna, this Metal Energy, and this Bagon. So one lucky winner once we hit 50 subs will win all of these cards. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.